Mr. DS Pai joins us now. Let's understand from him that if there is a 4-day delay in the onset of monsoon, is this the first red sign or this is something which could be ignored? Good morning, Mr. Pai. Thank you for joining us. 4-day delay in Kerala. What should we think? What should we assume?
See, actually, Kerala monsoon onset date has got around 5 days of standard deviation. In that respect, delay of 4 days are within the normal range. So we cannot take it as a big delay because we have seen that last several years, monsoon has been, slightly in mostly, for example, last 3 or 4 years, monsoon is coming very close to normal days. Only certain years that has given a long delay, particularly during the El Nino years type. This year, in spite of El Nino expected, the conditions evolving within the Indo-Pacific regions are indicating that in the next 2 or 3 days, the cross equatorial flow will will set up in the easternmost Indian Ocean, North Indian Ocean, and slowly we are expecting next within 2 or 3 days monsoon to reach our South Andaman Sea and Nicobar Islands. So in that respect, till that area, it is coming close to normal. However, models are indicating that over Kerala, there can be slight, delayed than normal onset, that is 1st June.
That seems pretty okay, Mr. Pai, considering it's only a 3-day delay. But tell me, is it too soon to predict how the geographical spread of monsoon is going to be? How long before it hits Maharashtra here? It's so unbearably hot.
Yeah, in fact, we should be lucky this year. Heat waves has been subdued. Okay, so though Maharashtra and all temperatures are very close to 40, last 15 days or almost 1 month, the heat wave condition had been subdued. Even still now, you will see heat wave conditions are only over coastal Andhra Pradesh and particularly northwest India in neighboring central India. Maximum temperatures are around 1 degree less than normal. So, however, we are expecting next 2 or 3 days the temperatures to increase by 1 to 2 degree over this region. So, though we are not expecting very soon heat waves, and to your question that about monsoon onset distribution, the normal monsoon onset which we had prepared last 2 years back, actually it is indicating that in recent years, after though monsoon onset over Kerala coming, its normal date is close to June 1st. The other part, it is a much slower than earlier, actually. So our Maharashtra and other thing, only after June 10th, we were a normal date. So this year, since we are expecting over Kerala itself with a delay of 3 days, a similar delay we should expect over Maharashtra also.
Okay. Mr. Pai, there seems to be a big change in terms of IMD's view. For example, when we had extraordinary higher temperatures in the month of Feb, it appeared that we could be in for a year of a very strong summer and the El Nino impact. But looks like those fears are getting addressed. It's looking much better than what it appeared, let's say, in the month of March and April.
Yeah, you are correct actually. So that time monsoon, most of the model forecasts were indicating very large number of heat waves, but we may still can experience heat waves during in the late May and early June, because as we are saying, monsoon will be slightly 2 or 3 days delayed over Kerala, and already the normal monsoon onset are dates are slightly less delayed than earlier. So we can expect still heat waves in the month of June, early June, in the first half of the June.
So what is it, Mr. Pai, that you're penciling in terms of the model forecast, and any outlook in terms of as well the quantity of rainfall this season?
See, already we had issued a forecast in the month of April, that is 96 percentage of with a model error of plus or minus 5%, which is coming in the lower limit of the normal monsoon criteria. And we will very soon, by this month end, we will come up with an update for this forecast. So as per the April forecast, you might have seen that we are expecting below normal rainfall are most likely over central, in the northwest India and neighboring central India, and above normal rainfall, above normal to normal rainfall over southern peninsula and northeast India. So, however, as now that El Nino has become more reality, all models are indicating that. By taking into account that, and also a possible positive IOD in the monsoon season, and that we have seen below normal snow cover over Eurasia, by taking into account all that, we will come up with a forecast in the late this month.
Okay, my final question is that it's not for the first time the onset of monsoon has been delayed. But when the onset of the monsoons have been delayed, and if you can just enumerate this with examples, what has been the average rainfall that year? And if the monsoon gets delayed, what are the chances that it could pick up as it progresses?
See, there is no relationship between monsoon onset date that reaching over Kerala and total rainfall over the country. Okay, so for example, 1997, in fact, monsoon had come almost 1 week delayed, and it was also strong El Nino of the century. Still, monsoon rainfall was 102 percentage. That is 2% above normal. Okay, so as such, we have seen that there is no relationship between the arrival of monsoon over Kerala and the total rainfall, mainly because after once it comes over Kerala, or after reaching peninsula, it can go very fast over central India and northwest India. In fact, the normal onset date which we had published in the last 2 years back, the total date at which a country is covered by monsoon as is now 8th July, where was some earlier it used to be normal date was 15th July. So from central India to northwest India, generally now we are expecting the progress of monsoon is much faster. So in that respect, we don't, even though there can be 3 or 4 days delay over Kerala, we don't expect delay over central India. Still, you have to watch for our forecast which are given or update which are given day to day for taking any decision.
All right, Mr. Pai, couldn't have heard a more positive news than this. Don't worry about that delay. It's just merely 3 days. Heat wave has been subdued so far in the country, and Maharashtra should see the monsoon hit our coast by, say, 14th of June. That seems to be the indication. But Mr. Pai, great speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.